Welcome to my first Invest With Me of 2023. If you haven't already watched my video where I outline my 2023 investment goals, then I'll pop it on the screen now. Definitely check that one out after this video. But these videos are always so exciting for me. I love investing, obviously. I make a whole channel about it. And it's really exciting to be fully transparent and do it in kind of like real time. It's not completely real time because I film this and then it takes about a week to get it up. If you do want to see all of my investing moves in real time, so as they're happening, definitely check out my Patreon where I'll be sharing every move that I'm making as it happens. The first thing to say is that I'm going to be continuing to invest every single month, sometimes maybe even more than once a month, but at a minimum every single month, with the plan to invest more in 2023 than I was able to in the years before. When these Invest With Me videos normally roll around, I usually know exactly what I want to invest in. I normally have an idea of perhaps a few stocks that I want to add to my portfolio or ones that are a little bit at a good price and I want to maybe top up. But for whatever reason, this month I just sort of lacked some clarity. I didn't have necessarily a new stock that I wanted to add, and I didn't really see a good opportunity to buy with any of the stocks that I currently have. I mean, sure, there's some there that I want to top up, but yeah, I just lacked clarity. And I've decided that whenever I'm not certain about what I want to buy, I'm still going to invest, and I'm instead going to throw money into some ETFs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through my thought process. We're going to look at what I'm investing into and why. And then we're actually going to go onto my Interactive Brokers account and do that investing. So here we are on my Interactive Broker portfolio. You'll see that in buying power, I have just over £500. So I transferred some money over yesterday and we're going to pretty much spend all of that today. The first ETF that I'm going to be buying that I already have in my portfolio, but I'm going to be buying more of is VUSA, VUSA. Just taking a look at VUSA on Vanguard's website. If you didn't know, it tracks the S&P 500 and it has a total of 504 stocks, which always annoys me a little bit because it's called the S&P 500, but it has 504. Some of them have got like different classes and stuff like that. But yeah, 504 stocks, and you're essentially getting exposure to the biggest market in the world, the biggest stock market, the US market. A lot of the companies in the S&P 500 are global companies. So when people say it tracks the US market, it does. But essentially by tracking the US market and by tracking these massive companies, you're pretty much betting that the market's going to go up in general. I mean, yeah, there are some caveats there and some nuances, and you could definitely put your money into a global fund for more diversification. I really like VUSA, and I've invested into this pretty much since I first started, and I don't plan to get rid of it anytime soon. This is a long-term hold for me. So like I said, this fund is giving you region exposure to North America. You can see that you're getting exposure to lots of different sectors here. So we've got IT coming in at 26.4%, healthcare, finance, communication, customer staples, all of these listed here. And then if I scroll down further, I can see exactly what holdings I'm getting. These holdings are kind of the reason I wanted to put more money into this fund. You'll see that Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Berkshire Hathaway, Alphabet again, Tesla. I'll stop there. These are the main, these are large percentage of the fund. And then you can see the exact breakdown. So what companies are you getting in this fund? And this is the reason why I thought this one would be a good one to add right now, especially. So you can see that we're getting Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Berkshire Hathaway, Tesla. I won't go any further, but you can see already those are the biggest holdings in this fund. And if you go and take a look at any of these holdings right now, Amazon, for example, you can see that in the last year, they've been absolutely battered. Zoom out here, look at this. They've really fallen, and we've seen this with a lot of the US growth stocks. Let's just take a look at Tesla. You'll see the same thing again. Max it out, absolutely fallen. Microsoft, same picture, it's fallen. And last one we'll just take a look at was Apple. Again, it's fallen. So my thoughts are these companies are not going anywhere. I don't think we're going to see the back of Apple anytime soon, or all the other ones mentioned. I think they're only going to go up. So I see this as a buying opportunity. I see this as them being on discount. And I learnt my lesson the hard way by not being involved actively in the stock market when everything crashed in 2020. Remember, Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful. And that's exactly what I want to do. Instead of buying these individually, I'm just going to purchase them through VUSA, and I'm getting exposure to these companies plus a lot more. So let's just see how VUSA has been performing. In the past 1 month, they've been down by about 2.91%. They're looking okay actually today and in the last 5 days. But if we max it out, we can see that from August 2022, it's definitely decreased in price. And I think right now, they're trading at £60.80. I don't really care too much about this, honestly. I mean, obviously, I'd rather get a good deal, but this is one I'm going to be averaging into really as time goes on. But I think it's taken a hit because of those big growth companies. I was considering actually just investing into some of those companies individually, but I guess it didn't really make that much sense when I have VUSA anyway. And also I was considering maybe adding United Utilities or PHP to my portfolio, which are UK stocks. But again, I wasn't 100%, so I'm not doing it just yet, but maybe next time. So let's actually buy some more VUSA. This is where it gets really exciting. So as I said, I already have this position in my portfolio. I have 19 shares and I do have some on my last year's Vanguard ISA as well. So I've got quite a lot of exposure to this. And I was thinking, should I really increase my exposure again? It's quite heavily weighted. But do you know what? I'm buying at an opportunity and I'll rebalance at another point. So let's buy this. So I think I want to buy 5 shares, but let me just check how much that's going to come to. Yeah, I've written down about £300 is what I want to spend on VUSA. So 303.84 as a market order. I was thinking of setting a limit order, but I'm not going to bother for VUSA, honestly. So I'm just going to preview my order. So it's going to be £304.21 for 5 shares. Commission at 116, which is going to bring the total up to this price here. And I'm going to have 24 in this position once this trade goes through. So let's transmit that order. This is always so exciting for me. Woo! The order has been filled. That's what I like to see. Okay, brilliant. So now we can see, obviously, the buying power has decreased. So the next ETF that I want to invest into today is one that has been quite recently added to my own portfolio, and that is VHYL. VHYL is the FTSE All-World High Dividend Yield ETF, and it essentially comprises of, 1,804 stocks, and all of those stocks typically have higher on average dividend yield. They're not ones with like 12% dividend yield or anything like that. They just tend to be the real dividend players. They're good companies, a lot of these, and they don't have crazy yields, but just higher on average. I'll just show you some of the companies actually. Mainly North America exposure, but you're also getting European companies and a lot of others around the world. So I like that diversification. Sector diversification, you can see here, it is quarter weighted towards financials, and healthcare, consumer staples being big ones as well. But that's typically what you see in dividend paying companies that you can trust. Here we go. So Johnson & Johnson, I'll just name a few, Procter & Gamble, Nestle, Pfizer. You're really getting these massive dividend trusted aristocrats in a lot of cases, but just really good companies. So I was very excited to add this one to my portfolio. Of course, they do pay a dividend. Here you go. As of November 2022, the dividend came in at 3.8%. So that's really, really nice. VUSA, I also have that as the distributing version as well. So that does give me a dividend into my portfolio 4 times a year, the same as this one. So love to see those dividends flowing in. Let's just see how that's been performing, and then we'll jump over and we'll actually purchase some. Here we go. Over the last 5 days, they're actually up. 1 month, not too bad. 6 months looking good. Year to date, obviously we don't have much data on that one yet. 1 year, not great. 5 years, and then maxing it out. So actually it's at quite a high price right now. I would have liked it here or perhaps down here. But like I said, I'm not trying to time the market with this one at all. I'm just averaging in as time goes on and enjoying those dividends, reinvesting them. So let's now go and buy this. You can see here I've got a little blue dot, which means the order's being processed for VUSA. Where is VHYL? Here it is. So I've got 6 at the moment, 6 shares. Let's buy some more. So I've got about, how many, 4 shares? Okay, I'm going to buy 3 shares because I want to leave some money on the account as well. So 3 shares is going to cost me, let's have a look. 3 shares is going to cost me a total of 148.78. So we had that amount available. We had more than that, so we can definitely transmit that order. Order has been filled. It's a good day, my favorite type of days. Now on my portfolio home screen, you can see that my buying power has decreased. I'm going to top this up and probably invest some more this month, if not early next month, which I'm looking forward to already. If I could invest every day, honestly, I would. So that's what I've been buying this month. Let me know what you've been buying this month or what you've got your eyes on. And as I said at the beginning of the video, check out my Patreon where you can see all my moves in real time, plus loads of other perks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.